When it comes to theories on the Mario series, it's actually pretty shallow. I mean, there probably aren't a lot of theories you could come up with on a concept as simple as Mario's. But there are a few games here and there that does sort of get you thinking, or at least it did to me. These are just a couple of the theories that I sort of managed to scrounge up upon. The first one involves the connection between Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Now supposedly Galaxy 1 and 2 don't really have a relation with one another, but there are some things present in Galaxy 2 that suggest its continuity from Galaxy 1. I guess I should take this opportunity to give you guys a spoiler alert. After you've obtained all the power stars in Mario Galaxy and beat the final boss, you'll get a secret ending right after the credits. The secret ending shows Rosalina looking over the planet. She gives her final thanks right before she departs. Now shortly after she leaves, the camera shifts back to the planetoid she was on and it shows a small little apricot Luma. Presumably she may have accidentally left it behind. This could very well be the same Luma that Mario encounters right in the beginning of Super Mario Galaxy 2. Rosalina explains how when stars die, they turn into stardust, and when that stardust reforms back together, they are eventually reborn into a new star. This is very possibly the same Luma that's been with Mario throughout the game, but possibly also reborn. That would explain why in the beginning of Galaxy 2, the baby Lumas are really pretty attached to Mario. Perhaps he recognized him, as he probably has worked with him in a past life or something, as in Super Mario Galaxy 1. Another point I want to bring up is Bowser's motivation in both games, where he wants to go to the center of the universe to create an empire. World 6 in Super Mario Galaxy 2 is presumably the center of the universe. And in the background you can clearly see an active black hole. It's pretty possible that that's the same black hole that was created at the ending of Super Mario Galaxy, as Bowser's galaxy generator was supposed to be in the center of the universe, and he for some reason built his new fortress right on top of his last failure. Okay. Plus, there's his dialogue in Galaxy 2 where he states that he wants to build a new galactic empire, promptly suggesting that he attempted doing so before, which he clearly did. Galaxy 2 could also serve as the continuity of New Super Mario Bros. Wii, since in the ending of that game he's still giant, and he appears giant right in the beginning of Galaxy 2. Now of course the major problem with all of this is the Star Festival, which is only supposed to occur once each century. As for that, this is kind of a long shot, but I propose in the ending of Galaxy, maybe Rosalina sort of sent all of them back in time to shortly before the Star Festival happened. I mean, they were near a black hole, so Rosalina had to bring them all to safety somehow, so I don't know, time travel? Why not? But of course they all still retain the memories, at least Mario did, which is why in Galaxy 2, after you collect all the green stars, Rosalina recognizes that it was Mario that was doing all of this, acknowledging him that, oh yeah, I should have known it was you, obviously. Which brings us forth in Galaxy 2, where the Toad Brigade are not Royal Guards, and they act like they just briefly know Mario, even though they've had an entire game with him. While on the subject of Super Mario Galaxy, I'd also want to bring up Cosmic Mario, of which who I believe is actually Shadow Mario. Okay, just hear me out. In Super Mario Sunshine, it was revealed that Shadow Mario in that game was actually Bowser Jr. in disguise. He was able to turn himself into a shadow version of Mario by using Professor E. Gadd's paintbrush thingamajig. If you've played or at least seen the ending of Mario Sunshine, then you know right at the end there's this still image, which is Il Piantismo just staring at the paintbrush. Those familiar with Mario Sunshine would know that his role in the game is basically just to challenge Mario to races. And what does Cosmic Mario do in Galaxy? He races Mario. You probably know where we're getting at with this. Il Piantismo stole the paintbrush, and I don't know why he's in space, but he's basically challenging Mario to races once again, as he did back in Sunshine. The possibility of him stealing the paintbrush and posing as Shadow Mario is really supported in Mario Golf Toadstool Tour for the GameCube. In that game, Shadow Mario and Bowser Jr. are both separate playable characters. So even that is hinting that Il Piantismo is using the paintbrush to pose as Shadow Mario. My proposition is that this is him, once again racing Mario in Super Mario Galaxy. The last theory I want to bring up is that all of the Mario spin-offs are actually canon to the main Mario storyline, I guess I could call it. You know, just everything Mario is all connected in some way or another. The best piece of evidence I have to go by this is Luigi's diary in Paper Mario, which I'm sure plenty of you have heard about whether you've played the game or not. In the diary, he mentions all the good times that he and Mario had together, which includes kart racings, parties, and various sports activities. This just comes to suggest that yes, Mario Party, Mario Kart, Mario, you know, all that stuff are canon to the main story of Mario, whether they're important or not. And obviously they're not, but you know, they did happen.